the water without warning. Violent storm clouds black out the sky. The radar fails, and a massive cargo ship simply vanishes. This map shows the exact boundaries of the world's most infamous stretch of ocean. It covers a staggering 500,000 square miles, anchored by Florida, Puerto Rico, and the island of Bermuda. Over the last century, this specific patch of water has claimed over 75 aircraft, swallowed more than 100 ships, and taken thousands of lives without leaving a single piece of wreckage behind. The anxiety surrounding this region dates all the way back to 1492. As Christopher Columbus sailed through these exact coordinates, he recorded his compass spinning wildly out of control and described a massive fireball falling from the sky directly into the sea. The modern supernatural myth, complete with theories of alien abductions and portals, was popularized in 1964 when Vincent Gaddis published a magazine article officially naming the region the deadly Bermuda Triangle. But if we look past the ghost stories and apply modern meteorology and oceanography to these disappearances, a different picture emerges. We find an environment that is uniquely engineered to destroy. The sky above the triangle holds the region's most famous aviation mystery. In December 1945, 5 U.S. Navy torpedo bombers, known as Flight 19, took off from Florida for a routine training mission. 2 hours into the flight, the squadron leader began making frantic radio calls. He reported that both his primary and backup compasses had failed. The pilots were disoriented, unable to determine their position or even identify which way was west. They were never seen again. When the Navy dispatched a 13-man rescue plane to find them, that aircraft also vanished, leaving no trace of the 27 men lost that day. Investigating teams pointed to a rare navigational phenomenon, the agonic line. Geographic and magnetic north are usually distinct, but in some zones they align perfectly. For decades, one line sat directly over the triangle, causing compasses to provide misleading readings. Beyond navigational confusion, NASA satellite imagery identified massive hexagonal clouds congregating over the western edge of the region. These formations act like atmospheric air bombs. They generate powerful microbursts, blasts of wind reaching 170 miles per hour, that fire straight down and slam into the water. These downward blasts create a volatile environment capable of blinding navigation and downing aircraft through sheer kinetic force. While the sky creates its own hazards, the ocean below has claimed even larger vessels. In 1918, the USS Cyclops, a 540-foot naval vessel, disappeared on a perfectly clear day. It sent no distress signals and left no wreckage, despite having 306 people on board. The region is also home to ghost ship stories like the Mary Celeste. It was discovered drifting through these waters entirely intact and fully stocked with food and supplies, yet the entire crew was missing. Part of the mystery is explained by the Gulf Stream, a powerful, warm ocean current that acts like an underwater conveyor belt. It quickly sweeps away debris, making it nearly impossible for search parties to find any sign of a sinking ship. Beneath the waves, methane hydrates trapped along volcanic ridges occasionally erupt massive clusters of gas bubbles. As these bubbles rise, the water's density drops abruptly. This destroys buoyancy, causing a vessel to sink to the ocean floor in seconds. The combination of these geological eruptions and the swift Gulf Stream creates a region capable of swallowing massive ships and erasing the evidence before a rescue can be organized. However, the data reveals a significant contradiction. If this region were truly a constant trap of air bombs and erupting gas, we would expect a complete halt in maritime activity. Instead, thousands of commercial flights and cargo ships pass through these exact coordinates every day without incident. The final dimension of this mystery is psychological. It involves a concept called the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon, or the frequency illusion. This map shows that the Bermuda Triangle sits within one of the busiest maritime corridors on Earth, serving as a primary route between the Americas, Europe, and the Caribbean. In any area with such heavy traffic, a higher volume of accidents is statistically inevitable. However, because the myth is so pervasive, we selectively focus on the disappearances that happen inside these imaginary borders, while ignoring similar incidents across the rest of the ocean. This chart shows the 10 most dangerous waters for shipping, according to Lloyd's List, the world's leading maritime insurance database. The Bermuda Triangle does not even appear on the list. The legend of the Bermuda Triangle is sustained by our tendency to favor a thrilling narrative over statistical probability. While the sea and sky here are dangerous, the data shows they are no more so than any other high-traffic region on Earth. The myth survives because we choose to see a pattern where none exists.